lovely step in here.
Excellent break from the centre.
Beautiful, beautiful try.
And he's April away. What a try.
Oh, yes, it is. Great college up against Paul Roos Gymnasium. That's the most anticipated game of the season. The two top sides in South Africa unbeaten, as you can see. The Grey boys are out here showing the true colours and showing their loyalties. And that's the weather is down here in Bloemfontein. 6 temperature, the below, and 21. There's not much of a wind to talk about. That you'll see is how the players come out. Talking about the results from today, it's been a dominant Grey day today. Grey has won under 14, under 15, under 16, and the Cherries just beat the Paul Roos side by 50 points. And now it's up to these two unbeaten teams. Talking about these two unbeaten sides, this is the Maroon Machine. 13-hour bus drive down to Bloemfontein. 800 young men made their way to the City of Roses. And what promises to be a monumental clash of the two giants of South Africa. They've done swimming, they've done chess, they've done water polo, but if you look at those players, Robbie Rogers is one of the players who'll be anchoring in the front row. Jan Hendrik Wissels, and you've got Ian Small-Smith. Francois Smith, yes, it is the son of Francois Smith, the coach and the director of rugby. And Ian Small-Smith, Willem Small-Smith's little brother, and the captain by Via Steenkamp. There's a whole lot of Cravenwick players in this teams, and as we go through the games, we're going to let you know. I'm not by myself though. I'm with Vim Visser. Vim, that is one of the top clashes of South African schoolboy rugby. But with that said, Glenwood came here and they drew, and they ended up unbeaten too. So two top 3 sides coming down to Bloemfontein, and now it's Paul Roos up against Grey.
Oh, good afternoon and welcome. Thanks, Bubs. This is going to be a cracker. The FNB Classic Clashes was developed around the customary rugby rivalries. It's all about pride and honour. Both these sides, as you mentioned, are unbeaten with capital letters, and that just says something special about both these sides. The Green Machine, Glenwood, the same kind of scenario. The FNB Classic Clash barometer, if we could measure it today, it's going to be boiling point stuff. Both sides have lost SA Schools players that are doing duty, but let's put it this way, there's so much depth and heritage in both these schools that you can expect only the best to run out and give their best for their school.
Now, just to put into perspective, Grey College have got 3 players that are playing in that SA Schools team against England, which should be kicking off at the same time. It's Jacobus Achenbach who would be the prop, David Marais, the flanker, Wycliffe Latour, the centre. Those are the 3 players from Grey College. And then for Paul Roos, it's the 4 players that will be missing, and they'll be representing South Africa at the higher level against England. And that's Henry Jacobs, JJ Kotzer, the hooker, Joan Mostert, the fly half, and Brendan Fenter, namesake his dad, the doctor. So those are the players that'll be missing, but as Vim has mentioned, the two sides don't lack any strength and depth. With so much at stake, it's going to be a massive contest, and I did deservedly give Glenwood a chance, but they never played against Paul Roos, and this is Paul Roos. They led by Matthew Cody, and this man is, well, Cravenwick 15 he's played, and it's not just him who's a Cravenwick player. You got Remy Angrobach, who's played Cravenwick. Tia Pretorius, the winger, has played Cravenwick. You got Regan van der Vestes in the number 13 Academy Week. You got Kate Volter, the fly half, was playing Cravenwick. And this is the captain of Grey, as the Grey man marching on just to put down the mascot before they run on the captain.
I had the privilege of having a chat to Via Steenkamp, the captain of the Grey College side, before the game started. You could see the intensity on his face. A lovely lad, very respectful. He's a big man. He's a big kid at 97 kilograms, 1.90 meters. Also played Free State Cravenwick. We can expect him to lead from the front, and this is what it's all about. Paul Roos supporters, Grey College supporters, parents are here, brothers and sisters are here, relatives are here. This is going to be an absolute FNB Classic Clash that reaches boiling point.
Oh, there's so many Springboks as both sides have produced. Ben Krause will be our referee. He was running the touchline for the Bloemfontein, beg your pardon, for Free State versus the Bulls last night. And now he is the main referee, the man in the middle, and he'll be assisted by Yaku Kotza and Darren Colby. They're ready to take us on, and it's a kickoff from Xander Duplessis. Great college with the ball. It's a great take there, coming from Bierkus, setting out low, driving more, but it's a rip from by the captain. Bota, Xander, straight on to the big, bulky Rudy Rogers. Oh, look at that work on the breakdown. Good work on the breakdown by Ruben Laviscotny. 12 center, pilfering. Well, there's so many things that have been done over the week. Engelbrecht looking for territory.
Slightly isolated, and the supporters late. The cleaners are late for the Grey College side. An immediate presence by the young man Ruben Laviscotny.
On they go now, Perez, straight from the scrum off. Bota, forward pass. Stickler for detail there, Ben Krause.
Definitely forward, well spotted by Ben Krause. Lovely running line by the big number 8, Matthew Cordy, the captain of Paul Roos. First scrum of the game, Bobs.
Yeah, first scrum of the game, something that gets you excited, Vin. I'm just looking for that ball to go to the back line. Two sides beaten. They've shown ambition with the ball in hand. At the moment, it has to be steady. This here was the directive from the referee.
And then you stay off the arms nice and deep as well, okay? Let's go. Just get it nice and deep. That's why we give the bind call. To get it nice and solid. Shoulders out.
On that front row, Rudy Rogers for Paul Roos. Yard from the Bart. Mitch Sherrick. Tight head. Brody.
That's backwards.
Picked up by Close. Stepping. Small Smith. Brody. Oh, big tackle on Jan Hendrik Wessels there, stopping his momentum. Change of direction. This is Ed Small Smith. Steady play. Brody. Onto his hooker. Fenton. Brody. Linking up now. Oh, shut the gate. Great college building. The phases, but not making any meters. After getting forwards, giving it a bit of goal forward. Vessels tries to do that as he strangled. Keeping the ball alive, and it's a pop. The forwards now showing a bit of ambition. Brody, Duplessis. It's been all ball to the Great College, cracking on the pace there. Great strong carry from Miller. Brody, Fenter to the 10-meter line they go. Brody now getting the ball up to his big Bierkus.
It's available, you step back.
Counter-racking from Paul Roos. Paul is a bit slow. Brody's searching for it. Well, it's a pick and go from Vessels. Wants the momentum. Brody onto the lock. Cronier to Smith. Small Smith. Well, he's well met in that tackle. Brody. This is Fenter. Great College. 14th phases. Duplessis. Oh, a little bit of a juggle there by Franco Smith. But he's retained position. Brody. Oh, Bierkus. Oh, little rip. That's Paul Roos on the ball now. And it's clean. The litter kept up. Some more. It's good reaction. Well, while you can feel a bit of caginess within this game, then all of a sudden these players are starting to play up to the unbeaten title.
Most definitely so. It's a bit of a shadowboxing period, but I must say I'm impressed with the Paul Roos defensive line discipline. They're in the face of Grey College. Their defensive line speed has been exceptionally good. Stripped off the ball in contact. Once again, both these sides are in their face. There's so much at stake. Ball kept in there. It is a turnover, so it will be a Grey College feed at the set piece.
Kate Volitor, he played a fullback in the Craven Week. He's here at far half and talked about Mostert, who's gone to play for the Aces Schools, the 10, so now he's come up to the 10 position. But we're not there. Grey College got the ball. Good scrum. Brody. This is Duplessis. Ian Small-Smith onto his winger. Leslie Porter upended though. Brody gets the ball back again. That's Cronier. Big four lock. Feinter dummies the cameraman. That's good breakdown work from Paul Roos. Good work from Jared Kane.
Holding on.
Really putting in the work, the number 6 flanker. Renato Gouveia. Oh, look at this. You live Stellenbosch, get a bit of altitude in Bloemfontein, you get ambitious.
Shot, please.
It's Ross Brody that snaps round the scrum, around the loose ball, but it's well defended, as you mentioned, Bobs, by Jared Carnes. Outstanding work, winning the penalty for his side and turnover, and as you mentioned, they're opting for the post. They have a bit of a breeze at the back. It is a long distance shot.
Well, there's been some special kickers from Grey College. A man by the name of Steyn, Francois Steyn, kicked one from his own 22. And Cade Volitor, yes sir! That's a 3-pointer. Well, if you didn't know about altitude, now you know. What an ambitious kick. Well, that's a money ball.
There's one outstanding penalty. It's a money ball, it's a banker ball.
Big kick from Duplessis. Recycled by Swart. Now that's Porter. Onto the centres, Jenkins is another Scottney. It's a tackle because his knee's touching the ground. Oh wow. Turnover is good. Feinter does well there for Grey College. Brody now. Duplessis. Smith on to the fullback. This is Richard Creel.
10 back.
Brody. And that's Cronier. Ripped the ball, was ripped in the contact. Ben Kraus.
Not releasing.
Tackling, releasing.
It's Robbie Rogers, the loose head prop for Paul Roos Gymnasium, that is sanctioned for a penalty. Was deemed as a tackle and he stripped the ball. This picture will tell the story. It's a good carry by the lock forward, George Cronier.
And that's a very technical penalty. The ball carrying Cronier carries the ball on, his knee touches the ground, and the man who's assisting his tackler has to release him to go for the ball again. So, people out there, just the rules of rugby. Xander Duplessis. Trying to level. Duplessis. Well, yeah, raises the flags. Darren Colby and Yaku Kotze are ARs. They agree with his kick. And Grey College is on song now. It's 3 points, 9 minutes gone. I think this game is still going to open up. I can't wait for it to really start to kick on. These youngsters, memories for life. They'll remember this game. Ball hitter. It's well taken by the captain, Veja Steenkamp. Counter-racking now from Paul Roos. They're raking the ball back because you're not allowed to kick the ball through.
Counter-rack was good.
Counter-rack from Paul Roos was good. It's a rack, no hands. Venter penalised. Oh, it's a bit tasty.
Holding on. 4. So clearly the intent is they want to play it quickly. If you're going to do that, you're in trouble.
George Cornier getting warned, getting called into the headmaster's office.
Holding on.
I can let you get away with that. We're at school.
But it was a good kick chase from the kickoff, and then the counter ruck from Paul Roos winning that ball. And that is why the penalty occurred. George Cornier not releasing it. The ruck was called. Paul Roos, first time in the red zone.
And the ball goes, but it's a bit scrappy from them. Someone had to clean up as Jared Keynes. He's lifted above horizontal, so he has to be let go. That's a maul, so no one can. College can just stick around the ball. Inaccuracy in the first lineup. Do you think it's all nerves?
Stay out. Stay out. Yeah,
Almost definitely so. There's a lot of nerves out there. It's all about synchronization, timing, calling. Bit of argy-bargy, handbrake throwing going on. But there's so much at stake in this fixture. Once again, showing his physical presence as the captain of Grey College, Veja Steenkamp.
Vin, I've got a story for you, which you will love.
So you come here. Listen,
In 1990, the teams who were squared up and some scrummer broke to the blind side, scored the winning try. Guess who was that?
Can I go for the scrum?
Smiley Swanepoel, has to be.
Yeah, Justin Swart, he's out here, he's been on the whole week. The old boys from Stellenbosch have driven down. See the boys in the trees getting the better view. It's a bird's view, that's what happens when you're grade 8. But it's good to see that kids are still enjoying those kind of vibes.
Bind.
Thought they'll be in the thought they'd be watching this on their laptop. Tablet.
Stay close. Close.
Brody. Duplessis. This is Richard Creel on his left foot. Seeking for territory underneath that ball. Great work from Remy. Angle drag. Gets onto the 10-meter line, puts the ball in front of his forwards. Dancing feet outside centre here now as Van der Westhuizen and for Paul Roos. On the short ball was Herman Haynes. But look at the breakdown work from Grey College. Bravery under the crush, survives the clean out. Govea. And something jerk from the crowd that didn't really like it.
Once again, it's physical presence at the breakdown from Grey College. Outstanding work from their number 6 flanker, Reino Govea. Grey College established in 1855.
Venter. Gets it in. Setting up Jardim Moore. Quick stack from Paul Roos. The ball has to be out. Those players are deemed to be offsides. It's Brody. That says Duplessis. Gives it to his captain, Veja Steenkamp.
Missed it.
Missed out the steal. Brody. Duplessis. Jinking. Around the ankles is held. Brody. Needs some momentum here. Forwards looking to link. Govea. Ball smashed back. This is now Franco Smith gets over the gain line. Brody. Venter.
Hit.
Brody changes direction, goes to the blind. Duplessis puts it to the boot. How far is that? Oh, he's got a string on it. Keeps it on field. It's Tia Pretorius. Duplessis got the ball. Into a tackle fight he goes. The rip again from Paul Roos. It's been a tactic. Look at that chicken wing. Oh, Swart looking to go wide. Oh, ball intercepted by the big burly winger. Oh man, The skills are fantastic. Small Smith puts it on the grabber. It's the chase for it. Does he get there first? No. Remy Engelbrecht switches off the fire. Oh, skill set on display, Vin.
Both sides demonstrating why they are unbeaten. It's quality, the chicken wing offload. They keep the ball alive, and that's what I love about both sides. But I am impressed, I must say, with Paul Roos's defensive effort. They're in the face of Grey College. They're taking away space. They're making it extremely difficult.
Ball hit to it goes deep. Says Richard Creel. Richard takes it all to the 10-meter line. Brody now. Fainter always offering himself as a ball carrier, the hooker. Brody will wrap around with the captain, Franco Smith. Vieira, Steenkamp, posing figure. Brody now. Cornier, fainter again. Oh, appetite to carry the ball, this hooker. Brody, last big man. It's Vessels.
Step back.
And loose hit.
Step back.
Brody.
Advantage offside.
Advantage offsides. Jumping the cameras, Paul Roos.
You're on
Ben
advantage.
Cross is right on top of it.
Let's kick.
Oh, look at that. Scrummer's got their own tussle and a little battle. Xander Borta getting on to Ross Brody. Missing that kick. Offsides. It's a call then. 16 minutes gone.
Well, it is the defensive line of Paul Roos that does get trapped offside, not behind the last man's feet. But it is due to the fact of the pace that the game is being played. The defensive line is being compromised in technique. Clearly in the middle, you can see a false start by the loose head prop, Robbie Rogers. It's an opportunity for Grey College with all the possession and territory dominance to keep that scoreboard ticking over.
Xander Duplessis lining up the kick. Second penalty in play. They say it's true. The ARs agree with him. 6 points to 3. College in front of Paul Roos. Gymnasium.
Grey College's motto is nothing is steadfast if it is not true. They need a true, honest performance today. This is a well-coached Paul Roos side.
To Mr. Brain, one of the coach's former scrum off. That ball is caught there by the number 5 Beekers. Look again, Paul Roos working on that counter-rack, putting numbers past the ball, and they win a penalty.
Lost the contest, Silligan.
Talk about the coaches.
They went out to
Davis Lehman, one former Springbok, the brains trust of this team is a backline coach. I mean, it taught a lot of people how to step instead of much. Look at that counter-rack, Phil.
Well, they were beaten by the ruck, and it's the second time and the second occasion from a kickoff. The reason being is it's a lovely long hanging kick. Runners get underneath, the counter-ruck is formed, and in that phase of play, Paul Roos have been exceptional. It's the second penalty that they've earned from the kickoff.
Looking at those stats, it tells you that Grey College has been carrying a whole lot of ball, and Paul Roos has been asked to make the tackles, 42 of them, and only 7 to College. Oh, they agree with him. Both sides not quick to take the points. They know that it's a massive game. Two kickers still successful with their penalties.
Just tell you outside, guys.
This is Duplessis.
Think it's the winger.
His third kickoff, and he's the one who started the game, and they've conceded 2 penalties, beg your pardon. He goes high and hits him. Has it gone all the way? Yes, it has. And it was touched before we went out.
Dennis, so tell me, is it then knocked into touch?
It was knocked into touch.
Options. Right, guys, you got option. There was knocked into touch. Scrum line out.
Well, there's the option for Paul Roos. The ball was touched before it went into touch, so basically knocked into touch. So therefore there is the option, a line out or a scrum. It's a good chase by the big number 8, Werner Roos. He did definitely touch that before it went into touch.
Well, he saved his face by touching the ball, otherwise it would have gone out directly.
Would have been a scenario of a scrum centre field, and it's now taking place just outside the 22.
Bind. Sit.
Porter,
Stay on. Backwards, backwards.
ball heater, switching, coming back on that angle, and that's from the Westhuizen. Porter, time for Paul Roos to carry a bit of ball here. As I said, he must leave it. Porter, as Rogers with the quick hands onto his flanker, Haynes. Ball heater. Fullback was angled back into his winger. Really playing with fire close to the touchline, but Paul Roos, good ball retention. Rogers, look at that step from the loose head, and the carry from the loose head. Oh. Somehow they look better organised with ball in hand, much more comfortable. Porter. That's just for
Advantage over for the high tackle. Just get the number in case.
big carry. Jared Keynes. Into the 22 they go. Rogers again, steps on the inside. Loves that right-footed step. Porter. Onto his tight end, Shearing.
Release, step back. Ball's out, backwards. No offside lines anymore. No, ball's
Cade.
out, no offside lines anymore.
Body hitter. Maintains possession. Porter. Change of direction is called by the pass. Rogers again. The loose head.
Leave it two.
Porter. Showing goal from
Rock now.
Swart. Porter coming around his angle back. Oh,
The advantage.
vessels all over
Give me
him.
the number.
Like a cheap suit.
Step.
Porter.
And offside as well.
Good hard running from Keynes. Pick and go from Porter. All the advantages Paul Roos. 15 phases, making yards. A pick and go from Matthew Cordy, the
Step back,
captain.
everyone step.
But no, when the whistle goes like
Number for the
that,
high.
demands
Do you
it's
have a
time
number?
to take a breather.
First one, Freeman
long
high.
arm, I guess.
Second one offside. What do you want?
Well, it is Paul Roos that do have a choice. The first penalty was for a high tackle. The second was for offside, so they can choose the spot where they're going to take a knock at goal. Definitely slap bang in the middle of the field. They've chosen the offsides penalty. This is the first one. High tackle round the neck. Anything deemed round the neck is deemed as dangerous and can be sanctioned even more than a penalty. Jan-Hendrik Wessels
Marcus over here.
is sanctioned for the penalty, and this is the second penalty. Offsides line, not behind the last man's feet.
Here it comes.
Just see Paul Roos with ball in hand. They're extremely dangerous. Ball retention is good. They set the targets. Long rucks. Cleaners are there. It's a well-drilled squad.
Okay, ball hitter, a flower half. He's been successful with a long range kick in his half. Just in front of his 10-meter now, inside the 22. Maybe more accomplished. Another conversion off the penalty from the number 10. 9 points to 6. Paul Roos lead.
It's Voliter. And it's a battle between Duplessis. It's all penalties in this fixture. One couldn't expect anything more in a classic clash of this caliber. So much at stake.
Duplessis will go. Taken there by the hooker. Van der Vaart. Oh, a bit of a hand in the rack there, sported
After
that.
contest, then you put your hands in.
Yeah,
Same as the previous penalty.
Shearing. Mink Shearing. A tight hit with the hand in the rack.
It's a lovely, once again, hanging kick from the kickoff, and it's a good take, two-handed by Herman Haynes. Once again, physical presence by this Grey College side. The counter-ruck is good. Mink Shering can't help himself. It's hands and ruck, penalty Grey. His aspiration is to play for the All Blacks, Bobs.
Hand in the cookie jar. Grey College sack from Paul Roos. Now they have to play the ball because players in front of that offside. Look at the big Masar Muller setting up a target.
It's available immediately, step in.
Sharik has to roll away. Pick and go up the middle. Biekus giving it to his lock, Crenier. Ford starting to rumble it up. Brody.
Ball popped out.
Ball popped out. Who steps on it? It's Jared Keynes. A knock on from Grey College, but that is a contest. Every single phase is a contest.
I saw that as well, but the ball popped out before then. Yeah, perfect.
Oh, you hit that right on the head, Bobs. Every phase is a contest. It's a battle, and what Paul Roos are doing well is when that ball is suspect in a ruck situation, they put bodies on the line, they counter ruck, they slow it down for Grey College. Was an attractive position for Grey to move the ball wide. Let's see what happens from the scrum.
Porter. There was Lamascagni playing on the centre front of Vestes, and they make it to the 22. Porter decides it's time for him to take control as it turns. Masal Muller. Brilliant kick from the scrum off, and a well set exit play from Paul Roos. Ahead and back paddling there.
Just tell you guys, at this stage, it's all long arm transfers, then you can't maul it. Long arm transfers.
On stage, you can see the touchman, the AR's flag. There is a slight breeze in the favour of Paul Roos. Will that play significantly in the second half?
And wait and see. Fenter. This is Brody now. Duplessis gets it on to his captain, Pierre Steenkamp. There's a bit of support in that, and duplicate movement from Brody, but he's kicked it on the full. Torres looking to play quick. They go to the back, ball is secured. That's Porter. Lamascagni on the base station. It was Matt Cody, the captain, playing into the centres there. Porter scragged. And while discipline is on Biki, we've seen what Wall Hitter can do from within his own half. Definitely he's going to take it.
Well, the defensive effort once again compromised by this Grey College side due to the speed and the pace that Paul Roos on implementing in this fixture. And you hit it right on the head again, Bobes. Anything that is kickable, Volater will take a shot, and what that does is A, it keeps that scoreboard ticking over, and B, it's all about scoreboard pressure in an FNB Classic clash of this caliber.
Kate Volater with his 4th attempt kick. He's kicked 3 and has been successful in all 3 penalties. This one lead is 9 points to 6. Pushing on as grade 8. Oh, hit the honey pot.
Well, he keeps his kicking stat at 100%. I'm sure he'll be hoping that his maths mark have that kind of average. His role model is Johnny Wilkinson, and we can see why.
Well, that smile showed a bit of D-Mac, Daniel McKenzie's smile before he kicked it. Anyway, Duplessis goes long this time. And taken by Van der Vaart. Just inside his 22 Porter. Pick and go. The captain, Cody. Matthew. Porter now. Taking it flat. Oh yes, ball hitter. Tipping to the side of the ball. Does it bounce up for Engelbrecht? Yes, it does. It looks for the Hail Mary on the inside. Cade. Volley hitter. The fly half. tackled inside the 22, but how is that from inspiration from Paul Roos? Hey, going coast to coast.
Well, they definitely are, and it all started with their captain, Matthew Cordy, with a good pick and go, using his strength. It's a good carry, offload in the tackle. What they do is they're keeping their ball alive. Bulliter opts for the chip. The bouncers can't. Hail Mary inside, finds Bulliter once again. It's outstanding play from this Paul Roos side. It is electric.
Oh, the tight head, Mink Shearing competing on the line out, Paul Roos. Bulliter.
Now you had the ball.
Oh, this is Remy Engelbrecht. Oh, shake and bake. Oh, it goes for that. Ball that's gone forward for him, but I love the confidence of the young man who's willing to do the race with some chinking. Look at the captain dropping back. He's got pressure for Marcel Miller. And then Aiden Sarley, his first touch of the game. He gets a bit of attention from George Cronier, who's really been fired up for this game. But what a chase from Marcel.
Well, that's an outstanding chase. Your kickers is only as good as your kick chase, and Marcel Miller made it look good. But take a look at that loose head prop. The second man to put the pressure on is Jan Hendrik Wessels. Aiden Sully takes a bit of banter from the big lock forward, George Cronier.
There's a bit of attention here. Talking about Paul Roos, there's a young man who's sitting here sweating his palms, who could have a chance to be another Springbok from Paul Roos, Damon Willemse.
Aiden Sully. Aiden Sully, his favourite player is Brian Urbana. He hasn't had any national representation yet. That's what his statement is.
Well, that's good. You're a late bloomer too, Vin. Brody onto his forwards now. They roll up their sleeves. Brody again to Plessis. Smith with the missed pass. Harkreel stepping. Brody. Now carry is now from Correa. Brody to Plessis, setting a bit deep for my liking, but he's found a bit of space. There you go again, the counter rack. Mink, Shearing.
Give it.
No, just one of their stains. Regan, very quick, Schindler, there was a call. Jan Hendrik Wessels, the loose head. Brody with the missed pass, yes, Steenkamp, does he go for the hero? Oh, glory boy, yes it is, it's in. As Werner Roos backing up his captain. Oh, I thought he was not going to use the man on his outside. But Werner Roos backing up and saying, yes, my mate, I've got you. Loose forward power.
Well, they called a Schindler's. It was a quick tap penalty. They worked the ball wide. I almost thought he had made a hash of it. It was a scenario of let the ball do the work. But the number 8, Werner Roos, he's a prefect. He shows his authority. That ball should have probably gone a little bit earlier, but the points will count. The finish was good. There was a lot of work to do, Bobes.
Well, it's a good time for the host here. Great college to strike as we are heading close to that half-time whistle. And still in the lead, though, is Paul Roos, who've been punishing the mistakes and the discipline of great college, but college, with the brave Shimla call of a quick tap and play, lended an opportunity for Zenda Du Plessis to attempt a conversion and get the lead. Oh, pulled it. Still on the lead as Paul Roos, but it's a try and that makes the score a bit even closer. Edgy out here.
It's a good carry from the captain, Yeye Steenkamp. He's been prominent in this first half, but the support play of Werner Roos was exceptional. He cleaned up a slight problem and he scored.
Vol Putter who else to pick up that ball
Play, no
besides
tackle there.
Diekus. Number 5 lock. Brody.
Yeah,
High tackle.
too high tackle.
High tackle is a very soft penalty
About 30 seconds.
for any team. Now pet
That's
hates
corners.
and penalties. High tackles.
Ja, nog steeds
Offside.
van de strafschop.
You could just work centimeter below behind.
There's been a few
Thanks, Ed.
high tackles in this fixture thus far, Bubs, and what do you think it's deemed to? The speed of the game, it's been compromised due to that?
I just think make your decision early and just stick to it. Feinter. Closes his target, he finds him. Brody now. Duplessis goes a bit wider. Franco Smith. This is Richard Krill, hit the man on his outside. Now he finds him. Hits a big Brody Massal. Muller, one down. But Aiden Sawley shuts the gate. Well, that's his half time. At the top of the clash of two schools unbeaten here at Grey College on the Derby Grey Day. Grey College with 11 points, 1 try, 2 penalties. 4 penalties for Paul Roos, 11-12, Paul Roos lead.